Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Wartales. So as you can see, we're going into the Vertruse tome today. So that's pretty much all we're going to be doing, because these take a while. If you don't know, I suck at puzzles, so I will be doing my best, but I may be cutting away at some portions of these. Now, if I remember right...
I'm trying to get in, but I can't open this blasted door. I guess you're supposed to make an offering, but what could an ancient want?
You're supposed to make an offering, and a pretty big one at that, so I'm going to just leave 100 crowns. You hear a faint click as soon as the bowl is filled with your crowns. Before your companions can react, gold coins are swallowed by the ancient shrine.
You did it! The treasure is mine.
Hey, I'm the one who paid to get in. The merchant ran into the depths of the tome. Well, he's probably going to get hit by traps. Or worse, eaten alive. Now, I did make about 10 torches. I put them on a few of our tanks. I did put them on our rangers, so we'll see what happens. There's something under the mud. You will have to clear it away. Well, how do I clear it away? So, ruby, fragment of a small item. Now I can go back or left or I guess it's up or down. It's diagonal, so let's go southeast. Southwest. I'm bad with directions. And we can go upper left, down right. I'm not seeing any glyphs yet, which is usually what... Oh, here we are. It's covered up by my panel here. Now, these puzzles I suck at. I will admit it, so I may cut away for a little bit as I do this. Because I'm fully willing to admit it took me like half an hour to do the first one of these I found. So I didn't even realize that the borders were supposed to be borders the first time. I think this is supposed to be on the bottom. This is supposed to be middle or top. So let's do something like this. Okay, so that's bottom. There we go. Sea rune. Took me a little bit to figure out that this little thing was part of an anchor and went on top. Wait, this is an inspect? The room below is flooded and none of your companions can swim. So I need to drain it. Okay, so we have to go up. We can't go down. 66 light, though, I think will be okay. You can hear water behind the wall. It's a statue of Nepti. He's holding a gem in his right hand, but his left is empty. So put a ruby in his left hand. The wall is open. So he definitely wanted a gem. Maybe a sandstone would have done it, but I'm assuming everything here wants money. And 18 mole rat, 6 creepers. Good thing we have a light for this now. I don't want all my light in one place, though. Do I really only have the 4 light sources? I guess I only do. Okay. Let's try to get these people by each other, then. 'Cause otherwise, things are going to go downhill very, very quickly. And that leaves Hackert. Here you go, bud. Want to make sure everyone is by themselves, because I learned that lesson the hard way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is run in with hammer time, then axe them if I can. So how that's going to look is... Actually, what we're going to do... Jizzliz here. I think we can hit 3, if not 4, if I go from here. Oh, come on. There we go. I can hit 4 of them. This might take all of them out. Well, at least the mole rats, because of either crits or that rage building up. And then I get brave every time I take an enemy out. So I have that going for me. Then if I stand about here, I can do the dash through those 3. Take out a huge section and then just run to the side. So started with what, 24 enemies? Oh, yikes. Okay, Oggins. Let's have some fun, buddy. Let's start with cutting Maelstrom, just to see how this works. 1, 2... And then you can Arm of Justice the Creeper, because you get an attack of opportunity for engaging. And then I'm going to have you run to the side. Aldous, if I have you run right here, I can recoil shot these 2. That's another rat down. And then take the 4th, or last rat of that pack down. As far as I know, at least. Another one runs in. Got Signong. Okay. Attack back because of his hat. Creeper, I don't know where they are. So this is where we're going to have some fun. Gabini is going to go into the darkness a little bit here. And light up as many as she can. So now, what we're going to do is Ovation to give a few people movement. Hit a mole rat. And Galvanize to give myself a temporary point. Ending her turn. So there's more over on this side. Okay. So Ludian, I want you to go take care of that if you can. Can you hit just these 2 without hitting our Signong friend? Yes. Now rampage onto the Creeper. Creeper down. Chop. Oh, that thing is ugly. Little hard to see it there, but if you did see it, it was ugly. Galvanization. Okay. Now, what I would like to do is go to this torch and throw it over here. Because that should be some more light. I think this is where the majority of them actually are. Now, Sinran. Cleave these 2. crit got him. So that means I'm going to run up to the mole rat Gabini's engaged with and kick it. They want to flee. I'm going to let them, just because I don't want to deal with them. This also gets me rat corpses and pristine fangs. Oh, I did not want the bodies. That was my bad. I can take them for now and eat them. Taurus leveled up. And Helera. Cool. Alright, I'm going to repair just because reasons. Signon already has no armor. So, alright, continuing on. Taurus leveled up, like I said. So he's level 8 now, so I can do Battle Cry, all units and allies in the area. Or the unit and all allies, I was reading that wrong. Gain Brutality, so him and his allies, that's damage plus 30%, that's awesome. I'm not getting as much use out of Challenging Shout as I thought I would. And then he really does not drop below 50% health for Ecstasy. So I'm going to try Battle Cry to up my damage. So 12 meter area rather than 4. So Gabini has Challenging Shout. He's going to have Battle Cry. And then we're going to up his strength. So that's 2 minimum, 2 maximum damage on Slash. 1 minimum, 1 maximum on Wrath. Helera. This puts her at level 6. She already has 16 willpower, 18 movement, so I'm just going to put everything in strength here. That gives her... Actually, I'm not going to do that quite yet because this means we have a new mace. So before she was using Iron-Studded Mace, it's a level 2. It sucks. But I have Crux-Studded Mace, which was what I had been using on Weldekram before we got the Legendary Mace. So instead of dealing 10 to 13 damage and damage increased by 50% if they have armor, I'm instead going to be doing 16 to 20 and deal Fragility on hit, which increases damage by 30%. So Crook-Studded Mace is a lot better. So now instead of dealing 16 to 20, she's going to be doing 18 to 22 on Pernicious Engagement, Weakening Blow doing an additional 1 to 2 damage. Alright, so we have a lever, another lever, and a mural with Rune of People, somehow controlling water, I'm assuming, is what this mural is. It's very hard to see. It's actually really dark for even me. With a lot of runes on it, actually. Like, I'm assuming if you could read this, you could decipher a lot. I'm not sure what I just did. The hallways collapse, but you can feel a slight draft. Let's break it. Okay, explore this way. That we just, cleared out. Looking for the dead merchant as I go. We did get a crude key. I haven't really found any runes on the wall, which kinda scares me. So I'm not gonna engage with that lock yet. Prosperity. So I didn't Oh, I could go that way at one point, I suppose. Oh, maybe I did come from that way. Okay. But once again, I'm not seeing any runes on the walls unless I'm just blind. Except for, these, which I maybe should be writing down. probably should learn my lesson by now and actually write them down. And more creatures of the tomb. All right. Let's get people grouped up first of all, because safety in numbers in the dark. And then they're right there. They're also right there. Okay. So I think that's gonna do us the best, and then we can have big hitters just lined up. Let's go take them out. Yeah, this works. Okay. Into the light, give them fragility. Gonna tie up one of the creepers first. Then we'll end that turn. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, okay, so Jiz lives here. Let's go. Actually, I want a little bit more light here. There we go. Ovation for moving and riposte on everyone here. I'm going to see what I can do about grouping people up. So challenging shout to get them crowding in. And we're going to hit the mole rat here. And then ending that turn. So if I move down more slightly... I think I'm only going to hit 4 no matter what. Actually, maybe. Maybe. Nope, I'm only going to hit 4 with this no matter what. No, that hits Gabini too now. Gotta back up a tad. So let's hit these 4. Take them out. Get that rage popping. And then I can take out these 4 and clear everything for Gabini there. And then see what else I can find over here. Just this creeper. Okay. Then over here, we have Cineran. So cleave. Kick the creeper. And you... Oh, you don't have the riposte. Oh, well. Looting here is actually kind of who I wanted. Okay. So let's hit these mole rats. I can then... It's Hacker, so Hacker can probably finish off one of them. So if I rampage, let's rampage on one that's probably gonna go down. And hit this little guy. There we go. That's motivated. Now moving to the side a little more. You hit our bear. It's not gonna do much to you. Then Hackert can come in here, take out a mole rat. Actually, we want to end by a rat so we get another point. Gonna have Magic come in here. Because then when we hit this creeper, they go down. I was hoping for a crit so we'd get a reload, but that's fine. Taurus can engage this one. I'm also going to Battle Cry so everyone in here gets more damage. We're also going to Ovation for the riposte and the movement, and then just hit this little guy. Oh, we can wrath him down. Then Menel, let's try to take this creeper down. Probably wasn't going to be a thing unless we crit. Oh well, okay. Signong. There's a chance you take it out. Not a great one, but it was a chance. Okay. Healing the bears, ending your turn. Beham now has a point for his poison vial, which we're going to use. So poisoning these four. Running it at the creeper. Hitting it with torch. And then stabbing it. And down it goes. Galvanization. Now, this creeper's gonna go. I don't think there's too much I'm gonna be able to do about that. Oh, Claresta can get to him. Let's do that. If I defensive opportunistic burst, can I get him down? I can. That way he doesn't get an action to do anything to us. Ugly little fellow. Even those oversized rats are a little iffy. Which, by the way, taking one out if I can. Just want him to run away at this point. Gonna natural sprinter on Scruffy here, see if I can't collide with anything over here where there's no light. Taking up Creeper. Doing what I can about the mole rat. Got a crit. Awesome. They want to run. I'm going to let them. Repairing. Looting. Continuing on with my day. Now, supposedly I've been here. Oh, there's a rune. I did not see that the first time through here. Let's go this way because... Oh, this is the entrance. So this got cleaned up somehow. So I need to drain that with one of the levers, which was right here? There's the sound of a siphon. I know I'm burning light like crazy doing this. But... I have... The staircase is flooded. Okay. So nothing happens. I can go this way now, okay. So this should be the lowest level everything is. Like, as drained as it's gonna get. I can fish here. Codex for a chapter, some more sapphires. I can fish. Let's get the iron ore first, just because I might need more gems. That's what I'm thinking. Did I get anything? I didn't see a pop-up. Among rusted items, you find crowns that look strangely familiar. I'm going to take my 100 crowns. We're going to fish here. There's only one fish. Come on. Did I do that? Because I flooded the place. So I got more light feathers. I actually have made these before, so that's not the biggest deal. I'm not... A torch... So he only had one torch going in here. I had how many and I burned? A fish hook and crowns. Did I do that? Did I make him do this? Whoopsies. So is the thing... Oh. There's another rune. There's also a chest here that I have the code key for. Another codex, Merchant's Codex. Fragments of a precious item and a sapphire. So I need to find at least one more rune, I think. That one. Okay, so now I just need to find my way back to that door. And this should be easy. So, I originally bypassed this one because it was sideways, but it should be the same rune, right? And then this one was this way, just a different side, and then this one was the same as blue. So if I get wounded from this, it's because things were opposite directions. Okay, I can keep going. I was gonna say, watch me get attacked. 21 and 6, and they're level 9. Oof. These ones are gonna be feisty. Okay, some more are right there. Let's put you at the forefront so I can light all these buggers up. And then there's more right here. Gotcha. So, I mean, I know their general locations. No one's really alone. Let's do this. Actually, what I would really like to know... Okay, that's where you are. Sinran, Manel... Why am I losing the lit up bonuses from... Okay. So we are going to use... you here and hopefully hit 4 people. We're only gonna hit the 3, but then I charge up. 2 of them are creepers, though, so I'm not sure I'm going to take the creepers out. We did with the crits. That's amazing. And if I move here, and we charge up... Oh, we just missed that mole rat. Okay. But we got a good chunk of the mole rats down, which is awesome. I'm gonna have Sinran move in now. Do what we can to these mole rats. Can I kick this one down? We got an attack of opportunity ready for it. Don't know where those 2 are going to be coming from, so what I'm going to plan on doing here... that's not going to work because Honey's in the way. Let's just have Honey run up and hit as many of the mole rats as she can. Or just identify them. That works. Okay, so over here we have Ludian. And Oggins, actually. So let's go in with Oggins. Because I think there was more rats over here. Yeah. So now if we do... Cutting Maelstrom, I'll hit both of these 2 pretty hard. Then I can engage this mole rat and basically take it out. I was hoping to be able to take out the creeper as well, but we didn't hit it hard enough for me to be able to use Wrath. Okay, so over here... That's not going to work anymore. Let's have Aldous run. Do recoil shot hitting these 2 rats. 1 down. Hit the second, 2 rats down. Then I can tactical order on Wildacram so I can get more Valor points later. And speaking of Wildacram, I'm going to have him run into the fray so he can start getting some valor points and also take out a few mole rats, which will hopefully get me motivated. Yeah, there we go. Give me those points. Now, magic, buddy. Let's take out this mole rat. Thought it would take out that mole rat. So I'm gonna run right here so I can piercing throw these three. Then take out another mole rat. Okay, Ludian. Let's just take out the creeper. And because we have the temporary valor point, just wrath it. Feehem. Poison vial, these three. So you do extra damage. And I can't get to exactly where I want to go, but we can get behind one of the mole rats, stabbing it. There we go, galvanization. I'm assuming Hackert can take this one out. Yeah. Ending his turn because I don't want to use one of the torches. And I'm going to save valor points. I'm going to tie up this creeper using Taurus. Creeper by my bear goes. I'm not too worried about that. Helera goes. We can tie up some of these mole rats, get some light over here. Maybe take one of the rats out. Scruffy. Eat a rat. There's a lot more over here than I originally thought. But thank you for the valor points. Claresta can probably take out this mole rat with the opportunistic burst, if I'm being honest. If they want to run, I'm going to let them. Alright, once again, carcasses, rats, cloth, pristine fangs, taking it all except for the bodies. Helera, Hackert, Liz got... Oh, and Manel got armor damage, so just repair all again, down to 18. And we're here at the tome already. Is there anything else in here? It's pretty dark, so it's hard to see, but we'll mine into here. This is probably where I'm going to get the legendary item. Yeah. Treasure of the Ancients, Sapphire, Ruby, and another Merchant's Codex Chapter 3. So now if I can find my way out of here alright, and make sure I didn't lose anything, or like forget anything, we'll be fine. These are some cool murals. I wish I could read that. I'm sure if I took the time to decipher it, I could, but that would take a very long time. Okay, nothing in here. This is usually where I forget something is in this little section. And this is the way out. Cool. Well, that merchant who tried to one-up me got his comeuppance, rather than, like, joining me in splitting profits. And that's tomb finished. We got a lot of magnanimous there because we let a lot of them flee. And that is basically it for Vertruse. There's a few other things I could do here, but that's a lot of time for not too much payoff. So I think I'm just going to call it that for Vertruse. And then I'm going to head over to Gothenburg. Because I originally thought this was Gothenburg. And that's where my border pass is going to get me. So that means I need to go through Brown Rock, over and up. Okay. Let's see where that gets me. Kinda disappointed I didn't find out where some of those funds went, but for like the whole like embezzlement of, what is it, Cordia? Something like that. But you don't find everything, so. Now here's the other thing. I was really interested in finding their willpower is trash. I would need to spend every... Oh, that's... Their dex is only high because of gear. Gotcha. Yeah, their stats are trash. I was really interested in getting a crossbowman to make a scorpion. Their stats are kinda trash.
This inn is mostly a rest stop for travellers on their way to Marheim.
So, we'll leave it at that and keep going. So I need to go that way. Gotcha. I get lost very easily. Very, very easily. And I'm kind of excited to see what legendary item I get, because I am still using every single one I have gotten from those tomes. Bandits, you don't want this fight. I suppose I could fight them for the extra money and experience, but at this point I really don't need it. Except for experience. Let's pop in and say hi / goodbye to this dude here.
I had to wait for the public audiences to speak with the broker.
I am still cross with you, you know, for abducting me.
But I saved you.
When Clement said he intended to name our firstborn after you, I refused categorically.
That's fine.
While I no longer wish to see you hung, there is only so much I can take.
That's fine.
It is an honor to welcome Vertruse's heroes in my castle.
I'm assuming that's where he makes, like, a lot of his wine and stuff like that. Now, because I have so much money, and we just got a new person, kind of tempted to see, one...
You're not bothering me. I just finished eating my mutton stew. What would you like to work on today? A specific skill? A weapon upgrade?
Yeah, the specific skill, because I think this can be upgraded. There we go. If it... Oh, that is so good. So... Oh, Madness's upgrade is actually pretty good too. So I kind of wanted to look at everything here. So there's two good skills here that I am gonna upgrade with the skill books, because I didn't see this with Wildacram, but Temperance can be upgraded his level 8 skill. This wasn't what I was originally intending on doing. What it normally does is, when this unit is hit by an attack, if they do not have deflection, they gain deflection. When upgraded, it also gives him riposte if he doesn't already have riposte. So those buggers who are like 2-3 hitting me, they'll attack me, give me a riposte, hit me again, then get hit by the riposte again. This is a really good one. So I'm going to use the first skill mastery book I used on upgrading that, just to give him a bit more defenses. I'm also going to have to put shields back on people. Buy that second one because I originally bought it for Oggins because I wanted to get Cutting Maelstrom upgraded. And what this is going to do is, instead of just attacking one time for each unit in the attack one additional time for each unit in the area, dealing 11 damage, on a fatal blow, it will attack again. So if I finish someone off in that sweep and there's still someone left, he'll keep going, which can trigger it again and again and again. But then I also realized that Madness can get even better. So he'll do even more damage against targets with 75% health or less, which Cutting Maelstrom can trigger, making Fatal Blow trigger easier. So we're going to get a third skill mastery book, which I know I just blew a ton of money, but I still have 3,000 gold. Because now Cutting Maelstrom is going to do that much more damage, or, just his normal attack or wrath, making finishing off targets a lot easier, making him a true executioner. Then, the other thing here is, I have legendary items. Let's look at upgrading them, because this is level 5. 12 guard, 18 armor. For 200 gold, 12 guard, 23. And that brings it to level 6. Level 7, a lot more armor. Gabini's level 8.
You're not bothering me. I just finished eating my...
So from 25 guard and 66 armor to 101 and 43 armor by equipping that. She also has a legendary helmet that's level 4 that I could upgrade. So I kind of want to look into upgrading all this legendary stuff here quick and see what would give me the most bang for my buck. So I also kind of want to upgrade Urkashet's mace if I can. And Dagon's hammer probably could use an upgrade. Oh, well, so for 277 gold, Dagon's hammer gets a 3 strength upgrade. I think that's pretty good. She's not level 8 yet, though, so we can't do too much more than that. 12 strength to 15 strength on Urkashet's mace. 3 dexterity. And then a 4 dexterity.
You're not bothering me.
So let's re-equip these real quick. I can't upgrade this St. Linen's emblem here, which is fine. 17 to 21 damage. And that was most of my gold, so Mythical Salad was only a 1 armor upgrade per. I'm not going to upgrade that. I'm going to save my gold for now. But there goes almost 3,500 gold. Why is there a thing right here? I don't know, but the caravan had 10 gold. But up to Gothenburg. Now that I probably can't afford the tavern upgrade that I had originally wanted. Okay, let's see. No hemp, it looks like.
The city of Gothenburg lends its name to an entire kingdom. That's how important it is.
Sure thing, bud.
Oh, you can go through. This checkpoint is within the kingdom of Gothenburg. No need to pay.
Oh, I don't need to use my border pass? Cool. The Brotherhood summons all mercenary bands to their fortress. So I should go check that out, like, immediately. I would love to get straight into the storyline for this place if I can. Brotherhood Fortress. Also, I kind of want to check out the merchant here, because merchant might be good.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
That's a new weapon. Skelmar discovered Katars during pillaging runs along the Ediranian coast. Though they originally looted them from bodies of their victims, tribes eventually learned how to make them their own versions of these weapons. Reshuffle. Deals 70 to 80% dex damage to the target one time and forces them to engage. If the target is not elite and has more health, deals damage again so that both units have the same amount of percent health. Excuse me, what? And then has a self-heal on it. If someone uses that on me, that's incredibly dangerous. I don't see much use in it, but that could be incredibly dangerous to have used on me. Really, the armor's not worth as much as the Katar and it's rarer? Huh. Well, Thief has become a journeyman. Whole reason I went to do it is just to level up the Thief. Alright, once I grab this, gonna go to the Brotherhood Fortress. Actually, who was the thief? I should have looked at that before I did. Okay, Clarissa, just so she is getting extra damage out of it.
Mercenaries, members of the Brotherhood, thank you for heeding our call in such numbers. We will need all the help we can get for this mission.
Mission,
The Broker
okay.
Council has asked us to track down who murdered one of their own, Willard Hovendorp.
That's a name.
The broker is dead?
Good riddance.
Shut up! We can't hear anything!
All those who wish to be involved in this investigation are welcome. The reward will be commensurate with that of a mission offered by the Council itself.
Ooh.
Franny will register all companies who wish to take part.
Okay.
A word of warning. This mission is not for the faint-hearted. The body of Broker Willard Hovendorp was not the only one found in the alley. There were also around a dozen of our brothers, who had been tasked with her protection.
Okay, so they can take out a lot of very well-armed men. That's good to know.
The assailants left without a trace. But we do know that they were well organized, and outnumbered our men. They were probably bandits, rebels, or mercenaries, perhaps. So, are you still interested?
I want the bounty.
Well, your company is now registered. The residents of Gothenburg will answer any queries, so remember to question them.
Oh. That's a little different. If I question, I only get +3 towards the region scenario.
Some may be reluctant to confide in you, but persevere, and you will find a way to convince them. Good luck.
Huh.
It would be advisable for you to train more before taking on this investigation.
Competition between the companies will be fierce.
Well, I just did that, but thank you for the warning. Can I talk to anyone else here?
Mercenaries, members of the Broker Council.
The broker is
Good riddance.
And they say the same thing, okay. That's just stuff, okay. Well, interesting. That's a very odd start to this, but let's see what we can do then, and we have to camp. Cool. Can I get to, like, the wooded section and get some, wood? No. Okay. So let's reorganize people then, because I need Signong, our scholar, at the lectern, because I want him working on the legendary antiquity right away. Also, codex management. I can also probably just start restoring one of these. Oh, here we go. One needs only behold Rameth Harbor to realize that this temple of trade is the first and foremost feat of ingenuity. The creator of this harbor, which looks like no other, and change a mediocre peninsula into a thriving region to serve greater prosperity. Huh. For what they are, these are kind of interesting. Wait, I have 8 knowledge points? Holy hell. Well, most of that's going to be going towards, the rhyme steel stuff, I think, so I can just make full sets of all of that. So, once I can make, or I get all of the iron ore I need, that's what I'll be getting, is just all the rhyme steel stuff set away, I think is the plan there. Because I haven't really been dealing with the patches at all, but that still leaves me with 4. Interesting. And we'll probably see what the food is here, just so I can get that squared away once I get to town. And I forgot that there was a restoration thing there, so I need to go back when I get a second. So I'll do that off screen and get another repair when I have a chance. And go from there, I think. That's probably gonna do it for this time. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be going and doing that off camera really quick, or off recording, just to pick up that extra repair thing, so I'm not using as much repair materials. And we'll go from there, I think, and see how things go. So that's going to be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please, have a good one.